Hey, hey, hey! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Popcorn Chicken. The kernels are popping. They're getting buttered. Speaking of getting buttered, he loves getting buttered. Oh, yeah, warm butter. There he is. He uses it on his hair.
That's probably like the only time I'm gonna let you do that ever again like that. That was wrong. That
You gotta
was
get
so
you
wrong.
gotta get that hair standing up somehow.
Good. Mm-mm.
Hey, Tab, how's it going?
Mm-mm-mm.
That stream that lived.
Oh.
Tab is there. You didn't see our 2 weeks ago we had our a very interesting show on A&R Geekly where we had a guest come on and it was like a back and forth with me and another guest. It was very interesting. A lot of people tuned in for that one. It's I have a part 2 to that on Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah, so I allow our guest who pushed his way onto our show, kept bugging us to put him on
pushed
there.
his way on, so he wasn't even
Yeah,
invited.
yeah, he was a little bit rude. He was a little bit rude, but I like the guy. Yeah, 78. So I can't wait to respond back to some of the stuff because after we went off air, I did send him some facts and I
Mm,
cannot wait. He knows. I already sent him all the stuff, so he already knows. And there was no rebuttal back from him, so I already knew uh
interesting.
where that ended. It's not even a round two. It's I'm putting it to bed. I'm putting it to bed. Uh, and I enjoyed that show quite a bit. Actually, it was really nice to
Interesting.
see it from another point of view. He brought up
Mhm.
some facts.
Hmm.
They weren't actually facts. That's the problem. They were just sort of like my point of view or his point of view.
Okay.
Uh, um,
And D
and
was there to witness all this too?
yeah, he was playing referee. Uh,
Uh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Someone's gotta keep the peace. That makes sense.
it's I'm still when the stuff that I'm going to bring up on Tuesday is going to be actually very professional, systematic, sort of like Denzel Washington in the Eraser, the Equalizer. Sorry, the Equalizer.
Interesting.
Very systematic, very calculated.
Mm,
Um, like I said, and nothing that I'm going to talk about on Tuesday will be new to 78. I've already given him all the information.
right.
Uh, to validate what I was trying to say and also to counter what he was saying.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is so Tav. The point that he made was actually false. There's no everything he made about Bandai needing to do all this to get sales is all wrong. It's incorrect. I don't know where he got his facts from, but I got mine from the internet, which is called Google Gemini, ChatGPT, and Claude. So I had 3 AI scrape the internet for actually of proof or as close as you can to actual evidence. And I even went very systematically in being specific as possible. So we'll get into that next on Tuesday. So if you're watching this video or you want to see part 2 of it, tune in on Tuesday with me and D, where I'm gonna bring out the information, and it's gonna be very very interesting.
Mm,
Um, and like some of the stuff that he said, I generally understand his point of view. It's
okay.
not no. So here's the thing I want to make very clear. This is not about me winning. This is about just getting the actual facts correct. Right? It's not about me besting 78 or him doing it with me. I don't care about it. That's like sort of like narcissist talk, and I don't care, or ego talk. I don't care for all that. I just want
Okay.
to make sure that when we talk about something, when we present something, let's bring evidence to it. Right? That's all I want. That's
Yeah.
and so
I mean,
when
that
I
makes sense.
and that's why I said, like, I already handed him all the evidence. I already gave it to him. We talked off air, and I already sent him everything that I saw to contradict what he was saying on air. Right. And so it's nothing new to him. It's not like I'm surprising him. Hey, gotcha, kind of thing, right? It's none of that stuff. But it's just interesting. It's about SH Figure Arts Bandai's sales, right?
Mm, okay.
And there's this ridiculous thing that's happening right now where you have to get a raffle. You have to enter to get a raffle to get a exclusive Dragon Ball figure. Goku
So a
40.
raffle is a thing in Japan they've always done.
No, no,
Oh,
no. So
yeah.
no. It's so this is I don't want to even talk too much about this. I want to get into our show,
Oh,
but
yeah, sorry.
it's not the raffle what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
This is the first time they've done this with the exclusiveness of Dragon Ball figures.
Mm,
It's causing all kinds of havoc. There are a lot of people pissed off.
interesting.
A lot of people pissed off on how they went about it. And so after the first round of raffle tickets, they said, "Yeah, we're good. This is it. 1 in 5 people got a chance to win it. Thank you very much." 2 days later, they come back and they're like, "So, we heard from a lot of you," which means they got angry emails. And they're like, "We're gonna do it again. We're gonna give another round of raffle tickets." And I'm just like, you could have just did a 48-hour window and said, "Everybody get in this 48 hours, get your sale in, and we're done with." Instead, now they're like fumbling the ball twice, and then
Mm,
so people went and did it the second time around. They said, "Hey, anyone who won it, they don't get a chance to get it again." Right? So
right.
you can't get, you can only one per household. A lot of people had their girlfriends and aunts and uncles get accounts, so it doesn't really matter at that
I
point.
mean, most people will do
Yeah,
that when they want
it's
something
a
that bad.
small
Yep.
minor bump in the road for anybody who really wants to scalp and sell this for like 300. By the way, they're going
Right.
for around $300, $400 US.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah. It's because people are screwed in the head, right? People want to make a quick buck here and there, but they can make that investing in so many places way more than that.
True.
It's I don't invest in figures. I don't go buy figures and say, "Hey, I'm going to make a ton of money off it." I just go invest money, right?
Yeah.
And I've done pretty well. So
Fair.
so yeah, you both know about the market. Well, I don't know as much as 78 does in terms of the market. I just went off basic facts, and I just found that the evidence says is contradicting what he was saying on air. So, and he said to me, "I'm very emotional about it," and I'm like, "Yeah, right. I am emotional about it." He's like, "Take the emotion out of it and look at it from a business standpoint." And I'm like, "I am," and from a business standpoint, it makes no sense, right? Something sold does with Macross OG series figures sell out in seconds and then restock within release. Yeah, it's so there's a slight differential here, right? What I'm trying to say and what I was trying to say was the way they went about it was all stupid. And
Mm,
my case is being proven because they just so after the second time around, people submitted it. They sent another email out or a message out to everybody. "Hey, we screwed up on the date that we can go and buy it. So just hang tight right now. We'll let you guys know when you
damn.
can go and buy it if you get the winning lottery or raffle ticket email." So now it's all up in the air, and then people are asking, "Well, did my bid go through, or do I have to do this again?"
Right.
It's just a disaster. It's a complete disaster of the way they handle this thing, which is what I was saying from the beginning, right? The approach was horrible, and then the second argument was, does this make sense as a business standpoint? The argument was, let's create FOMO. People saying, "Hey, companies do this all the time. They create FOMO to get
Yep.
people interested in because his argument, 78 Irene, was they want to create FOMO to generate more sales because Dragon Ball sales are down." He spoke to one specific company, Hobby Genki, and said the sales are down. So I went and looked at what he said online, and none of it is true except for the fact that Hobby Genki sales might be down. What I also said to
Mm,
78 is because one company's sales is down does not mean it's indicative of the global sales,
this is true. Yeah.
right? For example, if EB Games is not selling a Funko Pop, does that mean the world's not buying Funko Pops? Right?
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
can't base your argument on sales with one company's opinion,
Mm-hmm.
right? So fair enough though, but he was giving his point from what he heard, right? That's
Mm,
that's that's a fair point. He was giving that. He wasn't, trying to make it out like he is to represent everything, but he was saying that one company told him they're not making sales. So he believes that this is great. This FOMO thing will generate more sales. Only one problem. I went back 3 years of sales for not Bandai, not SH Figure Arts, but Bandai SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball. And what I found was very interesting. And I have it all, and he has it all. Join us on Tuesday when I tell you all about it. I'm gonna save it for Tuesday, boys.
I like it. Okay.
All right, let's
It
get into
sounds
our
heated.
show.
Let's go.
It's not like so. Here's the thing. Like I said, I love 78. He's a great guy. He does great things in the community. I bought some of his dioramas, actually about 3 of them, and I'll buy more from him. I just want the facts out there as best as possible to back up what we're saying, right?
Fair.
So yeah. So join us Tuesday. It's gonna be fun. Me and D's gonna talk about it. And by the way, D has an opinion on it. He feels that it's creating FOMO, people going crazy over it.
Yeah.
And I agree, it does. But I also think there's a negative side to all this too. There's people on various SH Figure Arts SB groups, and they're not happy. They're pissed. They're pissed about the whole approach to it.
Oh,
They're like, this is the 40th anniversary. We should be celebrating.
I mean, they have a point. They have a point. Yeah, it should be. Instead of trying to keep it like so tight knit to yourselves, and like they would make a ton of money.
You should watch us on Tuesday to hear it.
I will.
7:30 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday. We'll have our A&R Geekly show, and we'll talk about this among other things as well. We're in Popcorn Chicken, so let's get into birthdays this week. So let's get into some birthdays. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right. Happy birthday to Quentin Tarantino.
Ah, the foot lover. And nothing wrong with that. Look, nothing wrong with that. Okay. Nothing.
Hey, you do you. There are plenty of people.
So blatant. I guess
there are a lot of people making bank on OnlyFans with their feet.
This is true.
Doesn't that piss you off? Some of these people make so much money because they show their feet.
There's a market for everything.
It's insane.
That's all that.
It's just absolutely insane to me.
It's a market for everything.
Here we are busting our asses off to make a few bucks, and then these people just show a couple of foot movements.
Here's $100,000.
Yeah, here you go. Cha-ching, cha-ching. I bought my condo this year because of my feet.
Shit.
Anyways, back to Quentin Tarantino. Favorite Quentin Tarantino movie?
Ooh, oh shit.
I got one. I actually have 3.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
But I'll do one.
Shit, it's like a tie between. No, it's got to be one, right?
Got to be one. That's a good one there, Tav. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. Fuck. I think I literally like him. Albeit he was good in both movies. Oh fuck. It's Django.
Man.
Okay. Inglourious Bastards.
No. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. I'm gonna go with. I had Django at the tip of my tongue, but I realized that I like one even better than that. Pulp Fiction.
I think that's like one of his classics now.
Him and Samuel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Forget about it.
Hey, yeah.
How old is Quentin?
68.
68. Okay. I'm gonna have to say you are incorrect. He is 63.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a little bit tad older.
About 5 years. All right.
I thought you said 78. Happy birthday to Nathan Fillion. I like this guy.
He's a good dude. I think he's a good dude.
I haven't heard nothing bad about this guy.
Nah,
he shows up to a lot of Comic Cons, and guess what? He's a good old Canadian from Edmonton.
Yep. He grinds out. Too. Like he never gives up on his craft, which is amazing. You know, from voice acting to getting his own show like Castle.
The longevity of TV shows and movies that he's doing, it's a good career.
And I feel like he's just gotten better as he's progressed, through the years. Like he's just perfecting his craft consistently.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah. How old do you think Nathan is?
54.
That says 50. Nathan Fillion is 55. Oh, missed it by
so close. So close.
All right, we'll do 2 more here. Happy birthday to Vince Vaughn, who I think his career has dipped.
He's on a TV show now.
Which is what?
I don't know what the hell it's called, but it has to do with like him being dead and then him coming back to life or something through time. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't know about that.
Yeah. I don't know. He had his like big moment for a while. Like he was everywhere for a minute. And then he just kind of stopped. And I don't know why.
Yeah. He was at his peak when he was doing these movies, these rom-com kind of movies, things like that. He was.
It went downhill after he broke up with Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, they were going out. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yo, she's way above his league.
That's what I mean. I think that's why it tanked. It's because
what was Jennifer Aniston doing, grasping at straws here?
I don't know, man. But they did a movie together, and then it was after that movie they broke up.
She's like, I seen you at work, and you're an ass.
Yeah.
I'm out. Or he's like, I seen you at work, and you're a biatch.
Yeah,
I'm out.
You're too demanding.
Could be either way. You never know, right? You never know.
Too high maintenance.
Yeah, they're both high maintenance.
Yeah.
They both were fighting over the same Vietnamese salon. But they do some of the best. They do some of the best. If you're gonna get nails done, go to a Vietnamese shop. Don't go to any other place. They do their nails.
Yo, you know what? I agree with this. He was always like the chill dude, and he's done some other crazy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I just remember his one role in fucking Jurassic Park where he was like a tour guide or a driver for them, and then all of a sudden he was the backup to free the god. I'm like, when did this dude become an action star? He's such a nerd.
Okay, one more. How about the?
Oh, we didn't guess his age.
Yeah. How old? Oh, how old was the guy? What did you say?
I'm saying 58.
Taz says 54. Oh, somebody's going to be right or wrong. Nope. Right in the middle, 56.
What the hell? Wow.
Sorry, too late. You missed about one. No points for you guys. All right, one more. The super talented happy birthday to Lady Gaga.
43.
Did you know that she's very aware about her looks? She really wants to be very good looking. She's like very cautious about her looks.
Aren't most celebrities?
I don't know. I just remember hearing about this from a journalist that she I don't know if she's went through surgery or not. I have no idea, but she's very cautious about her looks. So she wants to be as good looking as possible to perform for her fans.
Okay.
I don't think it's an ego thing or a narcissist thing. I think it's more like
interesting.
I think it's more of her like, hey, I have so many adoring fans. I want to make sure I look my best for them. I kind of respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to come out and look like a homeless bum.
I mean, there's definitely a standard for that. So,
yeah. Okay. See, there you go. See, Lady Gaga used to wear a mask because she wasn't good looking enough. She wasn't wrong. I kind of, like, I think that you can respect somebody's like, hey, look, I'm talented, but I want to be better looking. I have the money. Maybe I can get some, stuff done. I don't know, but I think she's like super uber talented. Probably right now, one of the most talented singers on earth.
I agree. She's got a great voice.
Yeah. So how old is Lady Gaga?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna change my answer to 41.
She's 41. Okay. All right. Lady Gaga is. I'm gonna give Tav 2 seconds here.
He said 38.
Oh, he said 38. Man, you guys are just missing the mark so close. She's 40.
Damn it!
You missed it like 3 times.
What the hell, man?
But this is probably like, even though you missed 3 times in a row, this is probably the closest you've been in a while.
Yeah, because the last few times I've been way off.
Way off. You're like a decade away. You're making people younger or older than they actually are.
God damn. It's crazy.
Let's do some events, shall we? Let's see here. In 2012, this Canadian filmmaker becomes the first person to visit Challenger Deep, the deepest point on Earth, in over 50 years. Do you know who
Interesting.
this?
No, I have no idea.
I thought I'd give you a hint. Canadian filmmaker.
I mean, there's a lot of Canadian filmmakers, though.
Well, which Canadian film likes water?
I don't want to say his name now.
Say it.
Is it the man who stole Avatar from Avatar?
He didn't steal it. He borrowed it. James
And
Cameron,
he can't
yeah.
make good movies like that because they were all the same.
You're such a hater. I thought Avatar was all right. Okay, fine.
It was bad. It wasn't great.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Okay.
It wasn't great. It wasn't even good. It was less than okay.
In 1999, a movie called The Matrix comes out. Oh, man.
That was a dope movie. That was a dope movie.
That scene where they did that
fu.
camera trick? What would you take, the red pill or the blue pill?
Yo, man, I think I want to stay in that world. I don't want to go live on the fucking sewers where killer robots are trying to kill me. Are you kidding me right now? I'd rather be in that damn world just living life, dude. Once that reality is there, you're screwed. There's no going back. You're messed up. You're eating gruel for breakfast? Brother, I'm eating a steak like last night. I'm good. Unless you gave me powers, then okay, I'll take the goddamn red pill. But if I'm just a regular human being, nah, leave me in here.
Sheldon is starting to believe.
Leave me in here.
So, question for you: do you think this IP catapulted?
This too. Not that there's anything wrong with this, but every person, nah.
Do you think this movie catapulted Keanu Reeves' career to the next level?
1000%.
I believe so too.
1000%.
Because before that, he was Bill and Ted, and he was the
speed guy.
Speed guy, yeah.
Yeah. And he was doing romance like movies for a long time. So I think it 1000% skyrocketed his career. I think anybody who did The Matrix would have skyrocketed like he did, to be honest.
Yeah. In 2005, the U.S. version of The Office was created by Ricky Gervais.
Such a good show.
I've yet to see it.
Which is crazy to me.
But my youngest son started watching it a month ago.
I know. You've told me. You've told us.
Like, I walked by, I'm like, because I've seen bits and pieces through internet, right? So yeah. I know the song, the intro song. I know it, right? Na, 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 right? And I'm like, what the heck are you doing watching The Office? Like, because it's so left field for him to do that. And then from that, he's watching Seinfeld as well.
It's because he wants good TV.
And I'm like, finally, you're watching things that are actually good.
Yeah.
He's like, you didn't even watch The Office.
Sucks.
He's like, Dad, you didn't even watch The Office. I'm like, yeah, but I watched Seinfeld like a million times.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to watch The Office one day. I just need to be in that mood to sit and watch this thing because I need to burn through all of it. Right?
You know, Burn Notice wasn't that bad either.
So I need to go through it all. I will. I mean, I love the whole Office atmosphere they have going. And
this is why I've been sticking to anime lately. Just a lot of anime. There's too much good anime out there.
That is it for events today. I do have a good top 5. Very interesting top 5.
Yeah, I'm very, very interested now.
We're not going to do too much news because we have 4 topics to get into.
Mm-hmm. There's so much.
So
much has happened this past week.
I am going to talk about one big movie that's going to come out, which is called Frozen 3. It is in the works. It will include Anna and Kristoff's wedding.
Didn't they already do that?
No.
What?
I didn't do that.
What was Frozen 2 about then? I thought Frozen 2 they got married.
No, it wasn't about marriage. It was about them being together, and then the sister they're getting closure for their fat mom and dad's passing and stuff.
Oh, right. They found their old like army guard people. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Got you.
So it'll be number 3. I watched both of them with my kids when they were young.
Oh,
So we're gonna watch this one again, number 3 here, and my wife likes it a lot too. Yeah. So
nice.
you know what's refreshing is we actually get a man and a woman getting married in a Disney show finally. You'd think this was the norm, which it was 20, 30 years ago. But we just couldn't get that. We couldn't have a male and a female love each other. We just couldn't have that. Snow White's like, we're not doing that. So it's nice to see this. This is a great IP.
I mean, there've been other movies that have done. I believe that they've done that stuff over the years, just not major productions.
This got dark as long as they kill Olaf.
Man, what you got against Olaf, dog?
I know, man. I love Olaf.
What did he do to you, man? That's crazy talk. Kill off Olaf? Jeez. I mean, shit, bro. That's crazy. It's a Disney film, homie. Well, I mean, they did kill Mufasa, so maybe, you know what? Never mind. But they can do it.
I'm just happy they're doing this. But here's the thing. I hope they end it at 3. Put a nice bow on it. Let it go to pasture.
Well, I think it depends on how much money it makes.
It's going to make money.
Then they're going to keep making it until it dies.
I know. It's going to do gangbusters.
Hence, it's going to be Toy Story. Keep milking that shit. How much story can you do with, we're physical toys. You got to love us. And, oh, my God, I love physical
technology
toys.
Is fighting. We're going to fight against technology.
Shit. I don't know, man. That seems crazy to me. You're going to do everything and anything. First technology, then it's going to be like streaming platforms. Oh, they never want to play with us because they're all about streaming. And then it's going to be about TikToks. Toys versus TikToks.
Did you hear about the leak character in Super Mario?
Oh, it wasn't a leak. They blatantly showed it off. I think it's dope.
It was first a leak, then they showed it off. Because somebody saw the leg. I remember when the trailer came out, somebody immediately said something about the leg in the background, and then everyone in Nintendo just kept quiet. They just kept quiet for like 2 weeks. Nobody said anything. And then they're like, "All right, guys, we'll let everybody know." So Fox, right?
Fox from Star Fox is gonna be in the new Mario movie,
which we're gonna see on Wednesday night.
Oh yeah, it's this Wednesday.
Yeah, we're gonna see it early. And we're going to record ourselves right out of the theater. D will be our camera guy.
Oh, all right. He's going to be there too.
Yeah, we're going to record it right on Instagram and give our thoughts on it. So make sure you follow us on Instagram at ANR Universe. Right away, a quick reaction to what we thought in the theater. And then we'll talk about it on the following Sunday show.
Exactly. Yeah. People are like, I think this is going to be interesting because it's potentially setting up either a Star Fox movie, which would be kind of cool. They'll have their own version of like space and stuff, which could lead to like Metroid being introduced. Could.
I don't like Metroid.
But people are also speculating this may be starting off their Super Smash Bros. Universe.
Well, wouldn't that mean that Zelda would have to be at some point introduced?
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing a live action though.
That they are.
How is that going to work?
Well, in Smash Bros, they have different iterations of video game characters, and some of them are in a 2D format, so it can work.
Okay.
Yeah, it can work. They have a very cartoon version of Link, and then they have a more realistic version of Link in Smash Bros.
I tried playing Smash Brothers, and I don't like it.
It's a different kind of fighting game. It's
like you can get off the ledge and then keep coming back by pressing some buttons.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. I'm more of a Street Fighter guy myself. Yeah,
people are like addicted to that fighting game though.
Yeah,
I've seen some tournaments and people kind of got out of hand.
They get crazy, man.
Yeah, I was watching at a con. There were playing, and they're getting a little like aggressive towards each other. And I just wanted to walk in there and just shut up, you bunch of nerds. You're just gonna scrape each other anyways. Stop fighting. Just play the game. Have fun.
See, Ghost have, to your point, you're not wrong, but at the same time, Nintendo fans will take anything. They love nostalgia and they love hitting characters that Nintendo doesn't care about. They want those unknown characters to have love. So when they show it off and they do a movie, like they will hop on it just to be like, I was there to support Fox.
Yeah. Do you know who voices Yoshi?
I heard it's Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Have you been watching?
Powell's going to be voicing Fox.
Have you been watching Invincible yet?
No, I heard season 4 is up to a kind of a rough start, though.
I like the first 2 episodes. The third episode was kind of weak.
Yeah.
But the show's going to be insane because the latter part of the season is going to be absolutely banger. Going to be a banger of a show. I'm excited for it. I've been watching it week in week. I've watched it in Hawaii. I was able to cast onto my TV in the hotel and I watched it there.
What did you do on vacation, Elvin? Did you enjoy the beach? Nah, son. I stayed in my air conditioned room. I watched it.
No. I
beautiful city.
No. The whole time I was outside and out and about, we spent like lots of time outside. Actually, in one day we spent like 9 hours outside. So we did it. But at nighttime you get home, tired. You just want to wind down, and so I just put it on. Watch the TV. My wife's like, turn it off, you idiot. I'm going to bed. But yeah. I'm going to have a problem with this movie. My problem with this movie is too many characters.
You think so?
And I think they're going to bait and switch us. Even though Super Mario, it's going to be Peach and her sister's story.
I think it's going to be a Luigi and Daisy story. That's what I think.
Wednesday. We'll find out on Wednesday. But I have a feeling Mario and Luigi are going to be the side piece. I hate it when they do this, where they have 2 stories going at the same time when you don't need to do it.
That's fair.
I know we haven't seen the movie yet, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong. But I have a feeling one adventure is going to be Mario trying to find Yoshi with Luigi. And the other, Peach is going to go find her sister or whatever she is, the relationship. I don't know. I never played that part of the game. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's way too many characters in this. Because you have Bowser, and then you have his son.
Yeah.
And then you have Yoshi.
Yeah.
You have Peach's sister. I forgot her name.
Daisy.
Then you have Star Fox.
Yeah.
Daisy. It's just way too many. Donkey Kong. Toad.
Donkey Kong, I feel like shouldn't be in this movie as much. That's kind of crazy. Like, maybe just do his own movie. I don't know.
The rest of the bout. What's going to be third? You think third is going to have Wario?
Ooh, Introducing Wario would be crazy in the third if they do a third movie. That would be kind of insane. Wario and Waluigi? Oh my god.
What if his Wario is like their lost uncle that went crazy? He's an alcoholic.
That'd be kind I don't know if they've ever
he ends up in
what
their
kind of relation
Mario's world. He ends up from the Mario world to this one.
That'd be kind of nuts.
And he's one of those Italian uncles that are just, like alky. And these guys are plumbers. He's an electrician. That's why his mustache is all.
So, according to a 1990s Nintendo guide, Wario was Mario's childhood friend.
I'm more excited for that story. Let's go.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. So I'm assuming that Waluigi was like a childhood friend of Luigi.
So
then.
Is he an electrician? Really? I just guessed that. I'm not.
Who?
Wario.
I think so.
Or did Tab that make that up right now when I was saying it?
I mean, I'll find out.
Time to install that HVAC. Yeah, I made it up too. I didn't think he was an electrician, but that would make sense because doesn't his mustache look like a lightning rod?
I mean, he does get zapped a lot, which is also kind of odd. It doesn't really say. I don't think people know. It's all just speculation, which is interesting.
Okay, while you look that up, I'll be right back.
Some people are saying he's just a yellow plumber. Some people are saying he might be an electrician. What the hell? Interesting. You know, I didn't realize that Wario and Waluigi weren't even like brothers or related. They're just they're not even friends. They're just accomplices that want to just compete with Mario and Luigi. Other than that, apparently they don't spend time with each other at all. They just have a common goal. That's it. Fuck up with Mario and Luigi. But goddamn, what is Wario's occupation? I think an electrician would make sense. It doesn't say anything else. It's interesting. Interesting. Oh, you're asking who like is the Thanos of Smash Brothers Ghost have? It's like some giant hand. It's like it's some sort of giant hand that like plucked them out of their respective universes and collected them all together to fight. I don't know. It's a very non-convoluted story. Like there's not much of a story, but there is a story, and it's very convoluted, and it doesn't really explain a whole lot.
Google says he steals castles.
That's his job.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Oh shit.
All right.
He's a thief.
Did you know that TikTok is developing a TV show now?
I heard about this. They want to do short form TV episodes. This is where we've gotten. This is where we've gotten where people can't stand to watch something for more than 2 minutes.
It's going to be a 2-minute drama.
Jesus, man. But the crazy thing is, it'll probably make millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah. You throw an ad revenue before and after.
Oh,
you're making money. You're making money.
It's going to be insane. They're pretty smart for doing this because, you know, the younger audience is all about TikTok. So
I can't wait for Google to do this as well. Short form drama coming up.
Yeah, but they probably learn from that. Ghost. Like, yeah, they might end up being pretty successful with it.
You know what? All they have to do is talk to some of the big content creators that they have on their platform and say, hey, listen, we'll give you a cut of the pie. You make your own TV show for us. And there are some big content creators that have the resources and the staff to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine them making, like, TikTok probably gives them thousands of dollars in their pocket for their regular videos.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if TikTok says, look, you make this show for us. It hits a certain amount. We'll give you $500,000.
I guarantee you every one of them is going to do their own superhero thing.
Superhero or some, drug addictions or alcohol.
Yeah.
Murder drama is probably the biggest thing that goes on to these kind of platforms.
Right.
Yeah, it's just gonna. I mean, can you blame the influencers for taking that check? Nope. All day long, take it.
All day, baby. Smart on their part.
Yeah, exactly. They're shelling out the cash. Go get it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, damn.
All right. let's get into our first topic, which you've got going, cooking. So I'll get you to get that pulled up. Don't forget our
Yeah.
top 5. I have my top 5 still. We'll do that towards the end.
So a lot of news happened last week. One of the biggest ones was
A small trailer.
a new, I don't know, would you call it a little trailer?
A teensy weensy trailer.
A little guy?
The little guy.
Oh, I accidentally closed it off.
Oh, good
Oh
job. Good job, champion. While he's trying to figure things out, we got 4 topics. Like I said, he's got 2. I've got 2. And then my top 5. It's going to be interesting, these topics. I'm very curious to see what you have to say. And I'm very curious to see what you have to say of my top 5. It's going to be fun. Have you got your stuff ready, or shall I go?
My images are a little blurred, but it should be fine, I think.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Like, right? Yeah. We'll just go with this. It should hopefully make some sort of sense. Anyways.
I mean, I could go first if you need more time.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. I don't know what the hell I just did here. This totally messed me up.
It could be your internet browser too. Okay, I'll go first then. Rejoice, everybody. Rejoice. Star Trek no more. Star Trek from Variety, Starfleet Academy to end with season 2.
Right. Holy shit. That's right. That was a big thing.
There's already a petition. Many's of tens have signed it. 10s and 12s of 13 of people have signed this petition to disagree with Paramount's decision to annex Star Trek season 2. The reason why it's getting a season 2 is because they had signed a deal to do 2 seasons. So, which is the reason why it's getting it.
And they also wrapped up production for it.
If I was Paramount, I would have just canceled it altogether and just said, everybody get lost.
Well, they did with Batgirl.
Yeah.
They did with Batgirl. Like, goddamn. They were like, oh, it's
studio?
all finished. It's ready to go out. And they're like, nah, it's okay.
This studio needs to learn and watch what Warner Brothers have done and stop doing shit like that, because Warner Brothers is in a massive debt hole and Disney's creating one as well at the moment. Their hole is getting bigger and bigger as we speak every year. Learn. I don't understand. Learn from what they're doing and say, why are they going into the negative? Why?
Yeah. Why did Warner Brothers want to be bought? Because they didn't know what they were doing.
So Paramount has canceled it, and obviously a pen of letter has come out. So this journalist here, Joey Otterson, wrote an article here for Variety, and he's kind of summarized some things. He says here that what the Star Trek showrunners basically said is, we're incredibly proud of the ambition, passion, and creativity that went into bringing Star Trek Starfleet Academy to life. CBS Studios and Paramount Plus said in joint statement that the series introduced audiences to a bold new group of characters, welcomed familiar faces, and expanded the Star Trek universe in exciting new ways. We're grateful to Alex Kurtzman, Nogoa Lindau, Gaia Viola, and the entire cast and crew who pushed storytelling boundaries in the spirit of Gene Roddenberry's vision. Bullshit. We look forward to sharing the upcoming second and final season with everyone and continue to celebrate the cast and crew and all that was accomplished with this series. The first season of Star Trek Starfleet Academy reached an 87 critical approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes with Variety's Armeda Tinabu. Yeah.
I'm sorry, 87?
We already know
sure about that?
We already know Rotten Tomatoes is it's screwed. They're done. Rotten Tomatoes critics are done. Nobody wants to trust that site anymore because what was leaked a few years ago, where some of these people were getting paid to make these reports. Their
They're
reviews.
the IGN of the movie industry.
Yeah, they've lost credibility. Nobody cares about. That's why they had to change to give the audience score as well. Before, remember, there was just the critic score.
Yeah.
So now they have to like give audience popcorn score because they want to save face and give the audience a chance to say it. And the audience score, I think, is like less than 55%. The show was not overly welcomed by a lot of fans. So I'll just continue reading here because it's hilarious. Delightful entry point into the franchise, but the show failed to find a significant audience. Gee, you just gave it 87%, and then you go and say this right after. But the show failed a significant audience. Across its 10-episode first season, it failed to rank in the Nielsen top 10. The Nielsen's is some site. It's a site that I trust more than Rotten Tomatoes to give me an overall score. They've been more strict
because they deal with viewership charts rather than actual scores.
It's not woke journalists that are going to get their hands in there and try to woke it things up because they feel like it, right? Or agenda-driven journalist critics that want to have their feelings heard. So Nielsen's top 10 streaming, it failed to rank in the top 10. Think about that for a second. Star Trek, a massive IP, a TV show is this IP is known for its TV show first than its movies. Star Trek came out as a TV show. Star Trek Next Generation came out as a TV show. Deep Space Nine these have longevities to them. And they stretch back 50 years. And they could not even finish in the top 10?
Yeah, it's a little sad. It's a little sad.
It goes on here. Starfleet Academy takes place after the events of Star Trek Discovery, which, by the way, was complete ass. First season was interesting, but then it went sideways. All I kept seeing was people crying everywhere, and everyone consoling the female actress, who I like, by the way. She was in Walking Dead. She did a good role in Walking Dead, and then she went to this show.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Anyway, so takes place the events after in the 32nd century. The show follows the first class of students and teachers to attend the newly reestablished Starfleet Academy. The cast includes, I don't care about the cast. I'm not even going to talk about them. And then what else is here? Series co-showrunner and executive producer Alex Kurtzman and Noga Landau, whatever. Landau penned a letter in which they expressed their appreciation to the hundreds of hardworking humans who pour every ounce of their talents into making this show. Here's my thing. The fact that these two jabronis here, Alex and Nogoa, are trying to pen a letter and express, maybe you should put your ideology aside if you really care about these hundreds of hardworking humans. Because he went on a tirade online. There's videos available. This is not hearsay. He actually had the nuts or the ego, the narcissistic approach to say that I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do agenda and all those things first and then story after. It's important to put all those in there first. And you should take responsibility for the hundreds of people losing their jobs. Not the audience, not the studio. You, Alex Kurtzman, should take responsibility for how all these people lost their jobs.
None of them are going to take responsibility for this.
No, of course not. It's not their fault. It's the audience fault. They're already seeing backlash.
They don't understand us.
Just
make good TV.
This is interesting, Perry. Whether you're working on Star Trek or part of the Marvel that is Star Trek fandom, it's very hard, soul and conscience. The Joyce
conscience.
Sorry, conscience. I don't know why I said that. I'm thinking of science.
Yeah, no, all good.
The joy comes from adventuring across boundaries of time, space, and humanly possible in service to Roddenberry's transformative vision. This is the part that pissed me off the most. They keep using his name as if he would have greenlit this or would have been proud of this thing.
Yeah. His show is already diverse. They showed like different races of different cultures, different habits. Like it was already diverse. What they tried doing with Star Trek Fleet Academy was put human diversity into like a show about aliens who don't have that kind of humanity. They're all different. you're trying to humanize them as much as possible, which is not a thing you should ever do. I mean, sure, there might be some races that do that, but not every single one has these kind of human capabilities that humans do. It doesn't make sense.
Every time they use Gene Roddenberry's name into their BS, I feel like if Jim Roddenberry was alive, he would turn around and just smack Will Smith style to his face. These people think they're doing his work. They think that they're extending his lore. You're not extending anything. You're demolishing and constructively destroying everything he built. The incomparable vision and fueled by inexhaustible optimism, Star Trek places its bet on the best in human nature. It dares to imagine a society of infinite diversity and infinite combinations of free of war. What? They already had all of this. You're not doing anything new. They didn't. It's not like you're the first person to have diversity in Star Trek. They already had that since the very first TV show.
They did.
When they had a black female on deck. You're not doing anything new. So stop acting like you were some huge a visionary here that had did something amazing and marvelous for everybody. Let's see here. It dares to imagine society and infinite diversity. No, we already had diversity. Free of war. Star Trek has war because it's a galactical story. You're gonna have race wars. You're gonna have all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're mostly there to explore where no man has gone before, but at the same time, they're coming across alien races that are having war, and it's not something that's inevitable. War is war, man. It's going to happen when there's so many of those different races out there in space.
So Kurtzman has been the steward of the newest iteration of Star Trek, which is fire this guy. Get rid of this jabroni. Star Trek franchise for a decade. His current overall deal with CBS Studios via his secret hideout production company runs through the end of 2024. Good. 2026. Good. After this, get rid of him. According to an individual with knowledge of the situation, there is no individual. This journalist is making bullshit up. Kurtzman and CBS Studios are currently in talks for a new deal that will keep him. No, what this journalist is doing is trying to keep him at CBS by making this garbage up. So that, if they do fire him, then they're going to look bad because of this article, because a lot of people read this article. I know what they're doing here. I know what this individual is doing. This individual is in love with Kurtzman's ideas. That's what it is.
Okay.
He has produced shows like Hawaii Five-0. Okay, that lasted for what? A couple of years?
Yeah, it was like 2 seasons.
Yeah, Scorpion.
Never heard of it.
That was the Rock Scorpion, I believe. Is that the one?
No, yeah. No. There's no way.
And then
Rock's thing was Scorpion King.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell Scorpion is. And then Salvation. Is that Terminator Salvation?
No, there's no way.
Okay. So I don't know what the hell those are, because I don't remember. Maybe if I look it up, maybe I'll jog my memory. But that does not tell you something right there that I don't remember the other two.
And
I know, and I didn't even watch Hawaii Five-0, but a lot of people that watched it who were fans of the original of Hawaii Five-0. It's funny it mentioned this because I was actually talking to somebody in Hawaii about Hawaii Five-0, and I was asking this person. They were a little bit older than me, and I asked them, "What did you prefer, the new one or the old one?" And they're like, "God, no, I preferred the old one way better than the new one."
Wow.
I was like, "Okay, yeah." See, I had a feeling. I didn't watch it, but I had a feeling. It's funny you mentioned this. They just mentioned that here. I don't want to read anything else here because I want to vomit. The more I read about this, instead of my concise consciousness. Here's my thing. I just want to give it a little quick rant here.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about the Klingon wearing skirts. They're saying the Klingon is gay.
Yeah.
The Klingon, if you remove all of that out of the way, you move the exclusiveness, diversity, and all that out of the way, put that to the side for a second. The show writing itself is inherently bad.
Yep.
Its plots don't make sense. Characters over jump each other. There is no actual logic In a science-driven show, there's very little science. In an academy, let me put this in the picture here for
Some
anybody.
of those students don't even belong in the academy.
Let me. I was just going to get into that. This is not just the U.S. military. This is an academy for the galaxy, or this side of the galaxy. Galaxy is pretty big.
Right.
This is supposed to be the best of the best students going to this academy. You don't just walk into the academy. You get picked to go to this academy, just like any other academy. You have to have a lot of money. You have to have good connections, and you have to have the ability to make it through the academy.
Unless you're extremely talented, then you just get in there.
Or if you're tall, dark, and handsome, and you just walk in with abs, just like
escape a sandstorm on a foreign planet when you're a child,
and you just get right in. You could be a thief because you did escape and steal. You could be a psycho, but we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to get you in the academy. And one day you'll run a team and maybe kill people in the process because we didn't even do any checks on you or test on you. We just let you in. So going back to the academy, when you're in the military, men and women wear the same uniform because you're a cadet. You're not fully there. You do certain things to earn. You have to go to trials, tests to be chosen to be in the military. That's what an academy is for. It's to teach you, train you to see, and then also to observe to see if you are able to be an officer
or even a captain and give you your own ship.
Yeah.
So that's what they're looking for.
This show, they should have done was in the beginning, they should have had people not make it and fail and kick them out. They should have made right off the get-go in the very first episode, they should have made people fail. They should have showed some people that you thought they're going to make it, but they didn't make it because it was too difficult and they failed. Right off the bat, you hit them with how difficult it is to get into the academy. You don't just let somebody wandering into the academy. It defeats the whole purpose. Right?
Yes, it does. It absolutely does.
What does the first episode do? They have an officer, or sorry, a cadet come by and say, I swallowed my comm.
Pause. Repeat that one more time.
You know the comm right here?
Okay. I know, but that's not what it sounded like.
I know. I knew what you're going to do. That's why I paused, because I was waiting for you in your childish ways. Your Naruto ways.
Oh, yes. Oh, shit.
She's like, she goes to her commanding officer and says, yeah, the comm that you gave me here, I swallowed it.
Like, how do you eat that shit?
How do you write that shit? Forget eat that shit. How do you write that and think that's okay?
See, even Ghost Tab heard it.
You guys are terrible people. Terrible human beings, I tell you.
And then she also goes on saying, red alert, like Hodor holding the damn door. Red alert. Like, I'm sorry, you want that on your spaceship? It's already screaming red alert. She's not doing anything useful. You might as well just let her die.
Going back to the Klingon, okay. I'm a Star Trek Generation guy. That's okay. That was my era. Worf was one of my guys.
It is Worf. I wasn't 100% sure.
Worf was one of my guys because he's a Klingon warrior, and the way he carried himself, even the actor who played him, fantastic, because they're straightforward, aggressive, but very loyal, and how do I say it? They were proud and honored warriors.
Yeah.
Right? The honor was very important to them. Being proud is important to them. Now, if you want to make this Klingon gay, go make the Klingon gay. Fine. Okay.
Do you, boo-boo?
Fine. I'll let you go with this. But here's the thing. They complained that people didn't watch this show. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They said the new audience didn't like it. The old audience are sexist, racist, bigots, all that. So they said all that, right? Here's the thing. If you want someone like me who watched Generation, when I saw him, I'm like, oh, Klingon. That's cool. All right, Klingon. Okay, finally. I see somebody that I recognize, a race that I recognize and I liked in Generation. Okay. And then I find him awkward, talking weird, wearing a skirt. And I'm
like
like,
super antisocial almost.
yeah. And it was like, okay, if you're going to be gay, why do you have to make him a retarded gay person? Why can't he just be gay then? Why does he have to be over the top stupid?
Yeah, especially when they come from like a colony where like they do kind of have to socialize because their world got blown to bits. Like they actually have to talk to each other and like help each other. Like he's very socially awkward.
Here's why I think they did all this. The writers are so stupid in the way they write this. They didn't know how to tell you he's gay unless they did it over the top and made you, hey, we don't know how to explain how he's gay and make it fit into the show. So we're going to give you an over top, awkward gay person with all kinds of weird, characteristics. So we'll let you know that way. It's like Pictionary. They don't know, they can't say words, so they have to draw you something so that because they themselves are retarded and don't know how to write properly.
Right.
So they have to make you feel retarded and see it. Then you're like, oh, I see, he's gay because he's wearing a skirt, or he's, very awkward around guys. Oh, he's gay. Okay, I got it now. I'm so stupid. If it wasn't for you guys doing this, I wouldn't have got it.
Well, I think they blatantly even had to say that, like, oh yeah, in our Klingon community, like, you can be with other species of the same species, and just like, okay, cool.
Yeah, they have to go over the top because that shows you the inability to write a good story. The writers were terrible. They didn't know what they're doing for the most part.
He says it's the opposite. Elven writers think they are super smart and we're too stupid, so they have to talk down.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah, they think that we're dumb, so they have to go over the top and go crazy about how this character reacts, so to get you to understand, oh, that's why he's acting weird around guys, because he's gay. Oh, that's why he's wearing a skirt, because he's gay. Like, holy shit.
Kind of figured it out. Thanks. It's like, point out the obvious.
It's just an inherently bad. I thought Acolytes was going to be the worst thing I ever seen in a TV show when it comes to sci-fi. And then Kurtman's like, hold on, hold my non-alcoholic beer. I'm going to do you one better. And he gives me this.
My non-alcoholic
beer. Yeah, because Kurtman probably doesn't drink, right? And, that's why I say non-alcoholic beer. So he's probably, I couldn't believe when I watched this show that it was even more stupid than Acolytes. I never thought that day would ever come. And it literally within 1 year showed up. A show that dethrones how stupid that show was. It has taken top of the food chain now. Number one spot for me as the dumbest sci-fi show ever. And I went online and there were some people saying, I love it. Oh, no, it got canceled. And I asked these people, what did you like about it? I got no response from anybody. I mean, fair enough. They don't want to respond to some stranger asking them, but it is a chat group, so you're supposed to chat amongst each other, right? So nobody could explain to me why they love the show. All they said was, no, I miss it. I want it back. Let's sign a petition. And then we also talked about several other aspects of the show. We also talked about how they use a flare in the background.
Yeah. And capture attention.
Yeah, capture your attention so that you won't talk about the actual writing. You just focus on the flare itself. It's like
they do like the zoom ups of faces back and forth to make it look like something dramatic is being talked about or happening, but nothing really is being said or is happening. So they make it so it's like, oh, it's gonna be crazy.
But I mean, I know we have to get into other topics here. Bottom line, I'm so happy this show got canceled. Screw Kurtman. He can go eat shit. I don't care. Terrible. You did nothing but destroy Gene Roddenberry's visions and his stories.
Legacy.
You did not do anything to the contrary to help it grow. What I think Paramount should do is shelve this shit and let the stench get out of the room. Open some windows, get the stench out first, and then wait.
It's going to need at least 10 to 15 years.
Then no, they're bringing this back in 3 years. I guarantee you, there's a movie in the works. That's what I heard too. There's a movie that's in the works that they want to get this going. They're big on this IP, but get the right people in there. Get the people that actually care about this IP. Get the people that actually watched the old IPs. Get the people that realize storytelling is more important than diversity, inclusiveness thrown into everyone's face. You can have all of that if you know how to make a good story and not shove all that into everyone's faces. Get somebody else in there. I don't think it's possible because I think Hollywood's cooked. I think there's way too many people in there who are too focused on diversity and inclusiveness rather than storytelling. And studios are not willing to take risks anymore and create new stories because they are worried about losing money. So they keep latching on to old IPs and rebooting them or re-envisioning them, blah, 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 whatever, all that garbage. But yeah, they're done. They're done right now, just like Star Trek. They're in the dumpster. I mean, Star Wars, they're in the dumpster. And yeah, it's going to be a long way out.
Good topic,
Do you have
man.
your stuff? Do you have your stuff?
Yes.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so sorry about that. Spider-Man dropped its brand new day trailer, and the internet went crazy. The internet absolutely lost its shit. I mean, I kind of did too a little bit. Although there were some things that were kind of weird. But right now, like the most talked about scene in the trailer is this guy here. Spider-Man versus the Hand. And somebody did their own interpretation thinking the Spider guys are going to be coming back. But we've seen this before. They did this in Spider-Man No Way Home.
You think it's going to be Spider-Man's?
Well, that's what this... it's just people's speculation that they may come back because the whole like multiverse thing is happening now and they're bringing it together.
I was thinking the Hulk and the Punisher.
There's that other speculation too, that it might be the Hulk and the Punisher.
Although the Punisher doesn't fly, so...
No, so then it might be the Daredevil. Because they are, like, the Ghost Staff says here, they're fighting the Hand. Daredevil should be there too. Absolutely.
So do you think it's the Hulk and Daredevil?
I mean, if the Hulk was there, I don't think anybody else needs to be there.
Like, here's the thing, though. If I'm the Hand, I'm not fighting the Hulk.
No.
I'm not fighting the Hulk.
So, to me, it's definitely going to be Spider-Man, Daredevil, and there might be a mysterious third that we don't know about.
Elektra.
Ooh. Shit. I didn't think about that.
She is supposed to come back to replace her role, the female Elektra, which, by the way, I like. She's pretty badass.
She is pretty cool.
And she's pretty good eye candy as well.
Yeah, no, I liked her. I liked her as Elektra. She was cool. Sorry, Jennifer Garner. I mean, I liked you too. You were hot in that shit.
But I'm not going to hate on that either.
It just gave you a real shitty story.
I would have liked that universe to be explored if you don't mind.
They have both of really bad story.
Have both of them? Oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that.
Isn't that like the craziest thing? Like they made Daredevil and they made another character in that universe for their movies. No other studio was doing that at the time. It was just Spider-Man, and then they did X-Men.
Yeah,
but they weren't tied together.
No,
it's kind of nuts. Anyways, yes, bunch of this is going on, and then they gave us Easter eggs of the Punisher, which I don't know if you can call an Easter egg because he's literally in the movie. Bruce Banner wearing this stupid little gauntlet thing to control his Hulk transformation.
I hated that thing.
I don't get that. I don't get it.
Why do you want to control that?
There was also the Rogue Easter egg. I don't know if you saw that, where he landed on the bus and there was a girl there who had like hair like the 2000s Rogue.
Oh, that's just I think that's just a distraction. There's nothing really there.
100% a distraction, but they gave us that little bits. Scorpion was shown off in his bodysuit. Looked pretty dope. I kind of liked it. Also, that dude is a good actor, so I like him.
Yeah, he was good in Breaking Bad.
Yes.
And Better Call Saul.
we're getting the mutated Spider-Man now. He's got organic webs spouting
coming
from
out
his
of his
hands.
butt. Coming out of his butt too.
Yeah, and maybe other places we don't know yet. The red eyes, the possibility of man spider being a thing.
Nacho.
I don't know. What do you think? You think we're gonna get man spider somewhere down the road here?
I mean, it's a possibility now that he's mutated.
Right? Get the whole like scary spider god thing going on. Maybe we'll see Doc Connors down in here somewhere.
No, Bruce Banner's supposed to be his teacher.
Even with the whole mutation thing, you don't think they're gonna bring in Doc Connors?
Well, that's why I find it weird that Bruce Banner is a teacher in the university that he goes to.
I'm surprised they trust him.
It's weird. I would have had O'Connor in there, but I don't know. I mean, this whole having the Hulk in this thing is really ridiculous to me.
I hate it, to be honest. I am also a Mark Ruffalo hater. That's the other thing about me. I just don't like that.
I don't hate Mark Ruffalo, but I don't like him as the Hulk either.
Yeah.
Like Edward Norton was the
dude. I was literally having this conversation with Andre the other day, and we were like, best Hulk hands down, best Bruce Banner hands down.
You're not gonna change my mind. I'll tell you that.
His Hulk was the best, like comic book accurate Hulk, man.
Man, we had it so good, and we didn't even respect it.
No,
because when it came out, it didn't have that much love. It wasn't loved by a lot of people. It was ridiculous.
Which is crazy. I thought that was the best iteration of Hulk they've ever done.
I watched it in the theaters, and I heard people saying that they didn't like Edward Norton as the Hulk, and I'm like, I don't know what you guys are smoking, but you guys are eating good right now. And then everyone's like, nah. They're like, no way, blah, blah, blah. And if you were to go and ask these people, I guarantee you they probably said, oh, yeah, you know what? I'd rather have him than Ruffalo.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they say.
Here's the thing. Ruffalo started off good as the Hulk. It's everything that after Avengers Part 2 came out, it went to shits.
Garbage.
I don't know if you can completely blame him because, he's not the one that's writing the stories, but I just think that, yeah, I mean, I don't know. What is the point of the Hulk being in a sweater in a diner? What do I care about that? I don't care about that. Why is he so calm and collective? Why is he being outdone by She-Hulk, who just became She-Hulk?
She's
able to do better. It's just like she's able to master things, and you've been a Hulk for several years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just dumb.
It rubs me the wrong way, man.
Yeah, and he's already got a son.
Huh?
He's already got a son.
Oh yeah, from out of nowhere. It's crazy. They don't even explain it. It's just insinuated something happened.
Yeah.
No sign of Sadie Sink though. Still don't know what's going on with her. A lot of
this whole thing about Jean Grey, right?
It doesn't make sense to me. It does. Like people think there's this whole like story that like she's being chased by the cops and the government wants her and Spider-Man's gonna. I'm like, I don't know when this ever happened in Spider-Man comics where he saved a young Jean Grey. I don't think that's ever happened. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
I don't know why an X-Men character needs to be in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. I'm thinking she might be Screwball, a lower tier street villain. But then I feel like that's a waste of her character and her acting ability.
I don't think they're going to give her a low-end character because she's supposed to be the next big actor.
It would make sense to me if she was like the real MJ. You know what I mean? The get him, Tiger.
Good thing Sony learned.
Too many villains. Well, this is Marvel doing it.
I got news for you. I got news for you, Tav. Sony is interested in rekindling their idea.
I think they are redoing it. They're redoing their
Spider-Verse villains. They're still in talks about rebooting the reboot.
It's gross.
It's unbelievable. The people at Powers at these studios are so stupid. It's just mind-boggling.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, there's a lot out there, man. I mean, it's very exciting that they're doing this movie. It's a lot of like comic book like throwbacks that they've done. I don't know where Sadie Sink fits into all this. And I think I'm kind of done with Zendaya being this like MJ that's not the real MJ.
Oh, Spider-Man hooks up with Kitty Pryde, not Jean Grey. Yeah. Yeah.
That is interesting.
Regardless, this movie is going to do a gang. It's going to make a ton of money.
It is going to do a shit ton of money. Absolutely.
The Spider-Man, a lot of people in the world love Tom Holland, and it's going to make a ton of money. I don't know how this is going to fit in the MCU. I just don't know. I feel this movie should come after Doomsday.
I don't think it really needs to, though. You know, it can be its own thing while being a part of the MCU. Like, stuff has happened with other heroes while some galactic universal threats have been happening.
That's true. That's true, yeah. You can have street level fights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm more than ready for. I think I'm done with big bad threats now. It's nothing exciting. Oh, there's all powerful being is coming to fuck us up. All right. Cool. Well, we know how you're gonna handle it. So
here's the thing. They're doing everything they can to erase everything that the other Spider-Man movies had in terms of Spider-Man's character.
Mm-hmm.
They're making him a loser again.
Yeah.
They're making him make his own costumes.
Yep.
They're making him have his own webs within his own mutation.
Yep.
It's like they're like, hey, let's do what Spider-Man actually is in the comics about. What a great idea.
Which is about time. You look there, and don't get me wrong, those other movies with Tom Holland were great, but I'd like us to get back to this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, how long is he going to do this for?
You know what, man? I think he should milk it as long as he can. Like, I know he can do other movies, but his past movies haven't done that great.
None of his other movies have panned out.
Yeah,
none of them.
Like, this will kickstart him again, making him some crazy money, big star power, and he'll be in some other movies again, and that'll be that.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll get Uncharted 2 eventually.
Oh God, the first one was terrible. It was so bad. I was so angry because I love that game.
The game is really good.
The first game had my McChicken nuggets. Like, the twist at the end, I was not expecting it.
That's crazy.
Because I hate games like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did not see it coming. I'm like, oh, now I can't be a giant. You know what? I better finish it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm like, oh, this is scary. What's going on here?
Oh shit.
Anything else you want to add to this?
No, I mean, that's really about it. I don't like it's this part here is like the biggest flock that people. I'm kind of tired of Marvel doing this. Honestly, I hate that they keep doing this shit. It's like, stop it. We know your tricks. We know your bullshit. Let's just give us the real shit that we want.
If they're doing this is to remove a secret character, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So which I thought it was going to be the Hulk and Punisher, but if you have the Hulk in there, all of them are dead within seconds. So it's probably going to be Daredevil and Elektra. And if I was to bet, it'd be those two. Because I don't see a Punisher jumping off a building unless he's got a rocket pack. Right?
Yeah, I don't see him doing this crazy stunts like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We've got
I got a little bit more news.
Yes, you do.
Before we get to your top 5 and our main topic.
Yeah. Oh, go for it.
Yes. So, Warner Brothers announced they are doing a sequel.
Oh God. No.
One of the greatest franchises in history. One of the greatest trilogies ever made. Lord of the Rings. It's getting a freaking sequel movie as to what happened after the events of Lord of the Rings. And you're reading that title right. That title right there, that's correct. Stephen Colbert is co-writing a Lord of the Rings movie. This could be good. This could be bad. I don't know. Like, what I do know. Okay, tell me your thoughts. You seem very, very sad right now. Talk to me, buddy. What's going through your head?
First of all, I don't think Stephen Colbert is that great. I just he's a comedian. I'm sure he can write at some level. I don't know what his expertise are in the lore. I'm sure he's going to have all kinds of people at expert levels teaching him, telling him before he starts writing this. But it's not even.
I'm going to tell you something, actually.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert is one of the most hardcore fans of Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
He knows the lore and family trees of the elves that goes to the land of the undying better than anybody. He's been questioned on his own talk show many times and quizzed, and he's schooled every single person.
So why didn't Amazon hire him to do a TV show?
It's a great question. I don't think he kind of was.
They hired two bumbling buffoons.
They did. They absolutely. My only issue is like with how things are pushed. He could either be writing the greatest sequel ever made to a trilogy that's been done as deemed one of the greatest trilogies ever, or because of how Hollywood has this weird narrative and agenda pushing, it could be just complete
Well, it's a
shit.
female lead. It's already a female lead.
Could be complete shit. So
I already don't like the fact that it's a female lead, and that's not me being sexist. I already don't like it because I already had a female lead in the TV show, and I'm sick of female leads every time, everywhere now, because they don't do it right. They make the female lead insufferable.
Well, maybe this one they'll do it right.
What's the betting odds? What's the betting odds here from they're going to get it right?
Well, if he's actually doing if he's actually following the lore like he knows it should, I think he will do it right. Unless they're trying to push other things and he has no control over it, then we're kind of screwed.
That's what Jared Leto was on the biggest Tron fans. Case in point. You also had a female lead in the anime for Lord of the Rings. There you go. That was one of the worst animes I've ever seen, and terrible because that character was just one line in that Helm's Deep story, and they made her the main character. It was ridiculous.
It was a odd choice.
I know you liked it.
I also kind of regret watching it in English, actually. I watched in the English dub, and their voice acting was not that great. At some points, their accents changed, and I was like, what the hell? Pacing was a little off.
Studios.
I think I should have watched it in Japanese, to be honest. I think that shit would have went hard in Japanese, regardless of whatever the hell the story was. The Japanese dub probably went way hard on that.
The minute I found out that this character was not an integral character in the story of Helm's Deep, I immediately said, okay, see you later. Bye. Yeah. I'm not interested in fake story building of the lore. You already have content there.
Yeah. Well, there's just no lore on her. She's, like you said, she's just like mentioned in passing. Really.
Yeah.
So why they decided to make their own thing for it.
And that's ego. That's narcissist right there. Right. That's ego. That's, hey, it's me. It's like Kurtman. Me first. My agenda's first before the story. And that's immediate turn off for me right there when anyone does that. Because you immediately have disrespected the creator.
Yeah.
And I don't care anything afterwards, because if you disrespect the creator, that means you disrespect everything that was built before you. And who are you to do that? You don't have anything if it wasn't for that creator. So you can't go and walk over and trample everything they've done and say that you're going to do it your way. You didn't even have that opportunity if it wasn't for them.
Well, it's one thing to take over and to like try to add stuff to the lore as long as it's within the same kind of confines of the world. It's another to, like you said, just completely take over and be like, I'm doing this because this is what I think they would do, but really it's my own shit.
It's trampling, basically. That's the word you would use. And it's such a disrespected thing to do, which takes me away from you supporting it.
Right.
So, okay. So I learned something new, that Colbert is a hardcore scholar of
diehard fan.
But here's the thing: does there need to be a Lord of the Rings trilogy afterwards?
No, there doesn't. We kind of already know what happens. Like some stuff has been written about it, you know. We know that like Gimli and Legolas stayed in Middle Earth for a long time until
because he's an elf, he's alive still.
Yeah, but it was also until it was Gimli's time to go because Gimli did get corrupted a little bit. So him and Gimli, he took Gimli with him and was like, "You have the honor of coming to the Undying Lands with us." And he was the first dwarf ever, and probably the last to ever go to the Undying Lands. You know, we know that Samwise and his wife have like a bunch of kids, and they kind of live out in the Shire. Pippin and fucking Merry do their own thing and adventure more. I think.
Second breakfast.
Third lunch.
I say that all the time to my wife every Sunday. Second breakfast.
Yeah.
She gets so
you know, like it makes me wonder what they're actually going to be doing. Like, in what context are they? Is the sequel going into?
I thought it was like Eleanor or something like that. The character. It's that they were mentioning that. I believe in this article.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
It's called The Lord of the Rings: Shadow of the Past. Is what they're doing. It's gonna draw from 6 chapters of the Fellowship of the Ring that,
by the
Jackson
way,
never adapted.
Sorry to say this to you. Sorry, not say but bring it up to you here is if you stay where you are there, that paragraph. Did you notice that Colbert brings his son into it? So his son is going to be one of the co-writers in there, and the son has no experience in writing.
It's nepotism at its finest, man.
Ah, man, just like, dude.
Good old nepotism. My kid has no talent, but I want him to be part of this. Okay. That's what that is.
It's in my contract.
It's there. He's allowed. I can hire anybody. But apparently Peter Jackson is also going to be producing this. Like
I like Peter Jackson.
Yeah, so maybe it won't be bad. You know, especially he's overseeing this kind of stuff.
How many black elves and black dwarfs are going to see?
I'm going to predict
I'm going to say we're going to see an Asian dwarf. We haven't seen an Asian dwarf.
Ooh, that's true.
We're going to see
that is very true.
We're going to see one of those.
Probably get 2 of those and 3 of the others.
If that happens, look at me right away and say, "You're a god."
Oh my goodness.
Remember that.
Shit. So it looks like it's going to be set 14 years after the passing of Frodo, following Sam, Merry, and Pippin as they retrace their first. Okay.
Did Frodo pass away? Didn't he go into the lands with the elves?
The Undying Land. Well, I think that's what they mean. He technically went there to die.
Yeah.
Because he was
they go off the cliff, right? Because it's a flat Earth.
Yeah. It's gonna follow them, retracing their steps, and Sam's Eleanor.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
and everything.
Sam. It's gonna be. We already have a female Hobbit in the TV show. Now we're gonna have another female. We just can't have male leads anymore. Not allowed.
Hey man, I'm gonna try to stay optimistic and hope they do something good with it.
I'm going to be super negative on this because history's shown me, the last 20 years has shown me they can't get it right. They also have the other project, right? The Hunt for Gollum.
Yeah. I don't think if they can get Ian McKellen in this one before he goes, because that dude is quite old. Like, I don't know how long that guy's lasted. I love Ian McKellen, but like he's so old now, man. Like they're definitely gonna need to give him a body double to do all his action sequences and whatnot.
Just sit him on the chair on the throne.
Yeah. Of course he has a cameo on the okay. They're just talking about his past stuff. That makes sense. Yeah, okay.
I'm very skeptical of all of this. Even though you said that he's a hardcore fan, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I've just lost so much faith in all of this because of the shit that's been coming our way. It's one giant turd after another.
Yeah.
After a while, you just lose hope. You know, you're just like, okay, yeah, all right, cool.
It is what it is at that point.
You're like, if it does great, then fantastic, right?
Yep.
But history has shown us so far it's not been good. All right, we've gone 3 topics out of the way. We got one more left, but we'll do my top 5 topic right now. My top 5 is a very interesting one. It's sort of related to what we've been talking about today. It's top 5 gender swap or race swapped MCU characters.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. So I wanted to be more specific. I know I could have went all over the place, but I wanted to do a specific MCU because one day I'll do other stuff from other iterations.
Right.
But I want to start at MCU. So these are characters from the comics that were race or gender swapped in the MCU for the stupidest reasons. It doesn't make any sense. None of it does. Let's start off with the first one. Did you watch Moon Knight at all?
I did. I watched all of it. Yeah.
Okay. So do you remember the female character?
Yes. His like partner / wife
Layla?
person. Yeah.
Layla? Yeah, something like that, right? So in the comics, Marlene, which is a blonde, blue-eyed woman, was supposed to play her a love interest of Moon Knight, but they went away with did away with her, put Layla El Fawley, whatever, was played by May Clamaway. Fine, sure, you want to have a different character in there, someone representing the Middle East. Cool, okay, whatever. But at the end, they did something which pissed me right off because they made her a superpower.
Yeah, they gave her. Yeah, I remember that.
So I immediately said, "What the hell? I know there's a male version of this. Why is there a female version?" So the character is Scarlet Scarab, right? Scarab, if you want to.
Yeah, apparently she is in the comics.
No. So here's the thing: in the comics, afterwards, later on,
you did mean that after this.
No, I think it was during this. So they have a tendency of doing that kind of shit and saying, "Hey, it's in the comics. It's in the comics."
Gotcha.
It either recently was in the comics or right. But the thing is, whether it was in the comics or not, the original character should have had a chance to see a day of light. They just threw this at the last second. This character, there was no build up, nothing. They just threw this character in there for, shits and giggles. They're like, hey, we're gonna do something. The character was actually supposed to be, and I'll pull it up here. Was supposed to be this. He's fought Captain America. He's a powerful character too. He also fought Namor. He's fought those guys, and he's taken them all on at once. So he's a pretty powerful character.
Okay.
A lot of people were like kind of perplexed as to why they did this, because you already swapped the love interest of Moon Knight. So why was there a need to go and add a superpower to the female? They just couldn't leave it alone. Right. And it bothered me to the point where I'm like, what was the point of this? And okay, let's say you want to do that. Don't you want to have a story along with Moon Knight's story to give her some context, give her some background? All of a sudden she just becomes at the end. And then all of a sudden she knows how to wield this giant metal wing and she knows how to fight.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. I mean, Moon Knight's is explained because it was his personality that took over and it was a trained operative.
So, yeah, that was number 5. Let me show you number 4 here. All right. Pull that up. So, we always talk about gender race swapping. Let's do something on the other way around. The Ancient One.
Oh, yeah, that was crazy.
People were mad
Well, this one was a little political too, right? Like they, because the ancient one's what, like a Tibetan monk, and since they kind of partnered with China, like they couldn't
You know
actually
it.
do this.
Yeah.
So they were like,
Disney,
okay, we'll make her into a bald white lady.
yeah, because Disney doesn't have any balls, right? Disney's all about making money, not about diversity, even though they say to everybody. They didn't have the nuts to do it because they didn't want to lose money in China. So they went and did this, and people were upset. And here's the thing. I find it so funny. People are upset with this, but everything else that I show you in the top 5, people are like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's only
I mean, they could have done an old Chinese guy. If they really wanted to appease China instead of doing an old Tibetan, they just could have done an old Chinese guy.
North America actually knows the difference. They don't.
Oh, that's fair.
You could no. You're right. I'm saying you're right that you could just did an old Chinese guy, and nobody in North America would know the difference.
Very true.
Nobody.
Yeah. They'd be like, no, that guy's Tibetan. We're like, nah, man, he looks Chinese to me. Like, what you talking about?
Looks Asian to me.
Yeah.
Maybe or even
they could have done an old Chinese one.
Yeah. Meet halfway.
Yeah.
But people were outraged. And I'm like, whoa, you guys are upset about this. But all the other stuff you're okay with? It just tells you right there. It's okay to do it the one way around, but it's not okay to do it the other way.
The other way. Yeah.
So when people say, oh, you're racist, no, you're racist too, because you're not okay with the other way around. You're only okay with the way you want it to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's number 4 here.
Okay.
All right. Number 3 on my list here. This one was a good one. This one made me chuckle when I watched this movie. So, do you remember Taskmaster?
I do.
So this is Taskmaster in the comics. A really cool looking character. His ability is to mimic, and the way I say his ability is to mimic.
He's just a fierce motherfucker,
right?
Yeah,
badass, like awesome dude. Marvel said, "What if we take all that away, but leave the aspect of copying the moves and stuff, but we'll strip everything else away, and we're going to give you this instead, and we're going to tell you at the very end, there you go, here's your new Taskmaster." It's unbelievable because before she takes the helmet off, it looks like a guy's wearing that body. Because
they showed her off first in the Black Widow movie, right? Yeah.
And they thought this was the right way to go about it.
But she's dead now.
Good.
They killed her off in the
of course, because they realized it's probably a stupid idea to do it in the first place.
With the world resetting of the MCU, it's gonna be a male again. Just watch.
Let's hope so. But I mean, why even do this? Why?
Because they don't measure twice before they cut.
Number 3 on my list, Taskmaster. I was so pissed when they did that. I was like, what? It was the point of all this. Why? You're telling me that this body right here that you see was the same body as a Taskmaster that we watched in the movie?
Nah,
no way. No way. That shoulder was out.
That dude was huge.
Yeah. Number 3 on the list there. All right. Number 2 on my list. This one got me a little peeved. I'm not a fan of this character or this actor.
Okay.
So number 2 on my list is Valkyrie. Tessa Thompson.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of her. I think her acting is it's okay.
But she's not like a race swap or anything. Like.
Pardon me, sir. Hold on a second here.
Valkyries can be whatever they want to be.
Okay. I don't know what Valkyrie book you've read, but this is the Norse mythology, correct? Norse mythology.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Do you want to know the difference between her and
a Norse lady?
No. Helmdell. Who plays that again? The famous black actor.
Idris Elba.
Okay, Helmdell is not supposed to be black either, right? But more
Yeah.
people hated this decision than that decision. Do
I
you know
know.
why?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because he played the shit out of it. He realized, hey, I'm not supposed to be in this movie because I'm black, but I'm gonna play the shit out of this. Because Norse mythology, how many
No,
black
he
people?
thought he was gonna have a bigger part than he originally did, only to find out, sorry, son, you're just a gatekeeper.
Idris Elba is okay because Idris Elba is a big actor. Yeah, but even then, I was like, why is he in this movie? But at the end of the day, you're like, okay, he's a fantastic actor. I'm gonna put that to the side. I was not happy with the decision of having him. It's Norse mythology.
Yeah.
It's Norse mythology. Why are they there? It's like Black Panther. I say the same thing. If you flip the script, how many black people are going to be upset if they see a white person in an African tribe? They're going to be pretty freaking pissed.
Yep.
And they have a right to be pissed. You have to agree with that and say, yeah, you have a right to be pissed because you should not have somebody of another ethnicity taking that spot in an African tribe.
Absolutely not.
So with Tessa, I don't care for the actor, but I also was pissed off at this because the character they had was a drunk Valkyrie down on her luck or something. And I was like, I don't give a shit.
Who left Asgard when it needed her?
Yeah. So she was a betrayer. And then at the end of it all, she was crowned queen or king of Asgard.
It makes no sense.
Is Taika Waititi is the reason why this garbage filth was put into place. And guess where he is now? He's booted out of MCU. They kicked him out of there because he also knew that his ship was sunk. He knew that part 2 was the same slop that he did in part 1.
Yeah.
We gave Taika a break in the first one because it was different. We were okay with maybe having some fun and enjoying because that's his forte. But when you recycle that thing again and do it again, the same thing, and then you double down and insult Thor, make Thor look like a bitch.
You lost that part. Well, the Love and Thunder will always bug me is the character growth that the Russo brothers gave him in Infinity War Endgame, only for him to undo all that shit
and to joke about it
is disgusting.
Lost his brother, lost his dad, lost his kingdom, lost his hammer,
failed to kill the threat of the universe,
lost his mom. This dude was just down on his luck, and the Russos picked him up. They put the pieces back together and made this formidable hero back to what he was again.
A lot more humble Thor.
When he rolls up in the air and says, "Bring me Thanos," and slams the Stormbreaker down. That was one of the biggest moments in MCU history to this day.
Yeah, made him a joke.
Valkyrie is supposed to be here. Let me put it up again. This is the comic version of Valkyrie. You're telling me you couldn't find anyone to play this role? You're telling me that you couldn't find somebody of blonde hair that can play
Sydney Sweeney.
Sure.
I just want her to be in everything.
So that was number 2. Right? Yeah, that was number 2. Pissed off about that. Okay. Let's go to number 1.
Number one
debacle. I could not believe when they did this, and I'm like, this is so stupid, is they race swapped MJ.
So, I still think that Zendaya is not the real MJ. I still think...
You're still one of those guys holding on? Okay, Sheldon. Sheldon. Hold on, Sheldon. Zendaya is going to color her hair red for this movie.
Still not the real MJ, though. Because whatever her name, Michelle Watson is not like a person in the MCU. Or
let me answer.
in Marvel Comics.
I knew I was gonna get this answer. Okay, so the reason why I didn't pick Silver Surfer, and believe me,
which is crazy because you
no,
hated the shit out of that.
Hold on. I have an explanation. Okay, so what I wanted to do was make this specific of MCU, changing it from a comic. This female Silver Surfer was in the comics for, albeit for 5 minutes, was there a decade ago plus. It was there for a while, right? Albeit for 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong. I still think it's one of the biggest debacles of MCU history, period. But I wanted to be specific to the MCU doing it to us without any major history behind it or any history of all. This race swapping of NJ, we didn't see it coming. Nobody could say right now that, oh, there was a black MJ 20 years ago in a comic book. D didn't come up to me and say, see, it's here. And you know, D, he knows his comics.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I was going for, is the change of a race swapping or gender swapping without any whatsoever prior proper history or any history at all. And so that's why this is number one, because this is the dumbest idea ever. No disrespect to Zendaya. She does a good show from what I hear from Euphoria. Everyone loves that movie, that a show that people watch.
Right.
Good. This is nothing to do with her. It's the decision by Sony to do this, because Sony, Marvel, all these people have to have their hands in here and teach us about all this stuff. You still believe that she's not MJ?
Yeah.
I hope, Sheldon, that you are correct.
I do too.
I really hope you're correct. But I doubt it.
Fair.
Especially the fact that they're married now.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be playing a part in what they do in the movie.
It's harder now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe they had this in mind in the first couple of movies, like, hey, we're gonna have her in there, and then once this MCU combines together, we're gonna have her not be MJ anymore. We're gonna have somebody else be MJ.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they had that in mind, but from what I heard, is she's gonna have red hair, and she's gonna be more MJ-esque.
Okay.
Believe me, Sheldon, if you are correct in this, I'll be so happy. But I don't think so.
Then you turn to me and you say, Sheldon, you are a god.
You are one of the deities I will pray to.
Oh, shit.
Because our past histories has shown us that we can't have nice things anymore.
Yeah. We can't get what we want like we wanted them.
It's even worse when it's written down.
Yeah.
If it's in a book, you're not getting in it. Sorry.
Yep. Just ruin it. Okay.
Taz says, I should have made Zendaya a new character. I would have respected her more. Yeah. Well, they had her as a new character, and then they flipped the script at the end and said, oh, my name's initials are MJ. If they had just kept her at that name, nobody would have said anything, because Ned's nobody cared about. I think he was in some comic books, maybe in an alternate universe as a friend of Peter. But
yeah, who ended up turning into a different version of the Hobgoblin that can use magic.
Yeah, I mean, if Ned's was, nobody cared about Ned's, and they would have been okay with Ned's as well. People were. We'd have been okay with her being just a high school friend.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I just, like I said, no disrespect to Zendaya, right? It just, this doesn't make sense to me as a Spider-Man comic book reader, of generational reader. I mean, I know people before me who read Spider-Man, who I've learned from. My son has learned from me. I've learned from others. Like, it doesn't compute in my head. Which takes us to our final topic of the evening. You see how I did all that?
That was good. That was smooth.
Speaking of swapping. Oh, God. Should we pull up a thumbnail?
Do it.
We should pull up a thumbnail, I think, right? And just talk about the thumbnail. Oh man, I have to wait for this to load here. Okay.
This might be the greatest storytelling of all time, Elvin.
Is it?
They're gonna hit centuries worth of hurt and turmoil. And it's gonna show like the deep reflection of hate that society has against people. Mudblood is a whole new meaning, you know.
Mogul, isn't it Moguls?
Muggles are humans. Mudbloods are the mixture of non-wizarding folk with wizard folk. The half-bloods.
They muddled it all up.
Yes.
All right, let's get into, like I said, the topic. Here it is. Shout out to D for making this thumbnail. This was really cool of him. Here we are. Oh, it doesn't show on the screen. That's strange. Oh, there we go. Harry Potter and Papa. One would ask why Papa? Well, it's the actor's name. Papa is P-A-A-P-A, but we just did a Papa here. Izaidu, who's a young actor. He's done some work in TV. He's done Shakespeare. You know, he's a British actor.
Yeah,
a young up and coming actor. No callous or no disrespect to him. Here's the problem, and we have a problem, right? You've read Harry Potter, right? You're aware of the Harry Potter stories.
I am.
Okay, so you also know, the characters, what they look like. You have an idea, correct?
Yes.
So when you see this, somebody who's wearing a tracksuit, and that's a tracksuit, by the way. It's not.
Yeah, it's crazy because they don't have zip-up robes in Harry Potter. This is like technology that they should not have.
Okay, forget the technology. Why does he have to have dreadlocks?
You know what? And what's crazy is that wig looks very bad. Like, it's blatantly a wig.
They're not even trying.
No.
That's the problem.
They gave him the worst out. Everybody else got robes, by the way.
Yeah. Why would they give him robes?
In the trailer, everybody's wearing the wizarding robes. This dude, nope, he's not. It's crazy. It's like they singled him out on purpose.
If your idea was to blend him in, this is not a good idea. Everything they did was to make him stand out. This was not to blend him in, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. Like, they describe Snape as like a pale like sour milk, which is like, what color is sour milk, guys? When does it go black?
And it's not just one time. People think it's just one part of. No, there are several mentions of how his skin, how he is.
They mentioned he was pale multiple times. I don't know, man. And it's just gonna open up a whole can of fucking worms. I'm telling you, like, especially when they do like the past thing. This is the other crazy thing is he's technically a criminal. Snape is technically a criminal. He just de facto sides.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah. Like, everything about this is screaming, yo, this guy is black, so he did a bunch of shit. There's also racism because Harry's dad fucked with him.
Son, you can't trust with this guy.
Nah. Harry's dad was racist. Harry's mom was even more racist for race baiting him into trying to like her, but then ended up with the white dude anyway. Like, that's crazy, son.
It just gets from bad to worse. That's what it does.
There's so much shit that when kids watch this, if they watch this, they're going to be like, yo, Harry Potter was fucked up.
what bothers me in all of this is they went to let's take a look at the cast and the side by side of the older cast versus the new cast. Okay,
You know what's even crazier is Harry's gonna hate this dude for a long time, and people are gonna think it's because like he
black.
a little racist.
So here's a look at all the actors from the old one versus the new one. They went to great lengths to make sure that aside from him, they went through great lengths to make sure all the other actors look like the previous actors in the movies.
Except for maybe Hermione, but I don't mind. That's fine.
It's a female. Let's give it a win right there.
Sure.
Let's give it a win there. It could have been somebody who was not decided yet, right? It could have been that. Let's take that as a L. So as a W, not an L.
Yeah.
So they go to great lengths to give all these other characters a likeness of the previous movies. Because here's the thing. It's not my childhood. This is my kids' childhood, right? This is their big thing. This is their Star Wars. This is their Star Trek.
Mhm.
Harry Potter came out at a time when kids weren't reading a lot. Reading was declining. Comic book sales were down. And J.K. Rowling brought in reading and delighted young kids to read books. And these were proper, thick novels. They were not small little, you'll be reading in an hour and you're done.
Right.
She brought a breath of fresh air she brought a brand new IP that blew audiences away worldwide and became a mega hit, right? Which is what we always want to see in every generation, a massive IP that comes in and identifies a group of people for the next decade or two, saying that was what I grew up with.
Right.
Which is amazing because you can have that nostalgia feel all the time for a long time.
I mean, that's what I grew up with.
Yeah. So there you go. You're on the latter stage of that wheelhouse, but you're still in that wheelhouse.
Yep.
Right.
I remember my fifth grade my fifth grade elementary teacher reading our classroom the first book, and it was crazy. We were locked in.
Exactly. It drew you in.
Yeah.
You were interested in reading things again, using your imagination.
Yeah.
Right. So when your movies came out, all the people that read the books, they now had a live action depiction of their characters come to life.
Yeah.
Right? All the actors in the movies, they knew what they started to look, okay, that's what he looks like or she looks like. Now I have this in my head. I know what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they changed Snape into a black person, you immediately alienated everybody that came to know and see visually their favorite characters come to life.
Yeah.
Albeit Snape not one of the favorites, but still, he's an important character in the story. And they're all used to seeing that. And then all of a sudden you're like, no, we're going to change this one character. We're going to change.
Which is crazy because we all thought Adam Driver was going to fit that bill perfectly because he kind of looks like Alan Rickman a little bit.
Everybody talks about all I see is on the internet, driver.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And I don't blame them. But here's the thing. Why did you just pick one black person? Why you make that one black person stick out? Why didn't you, if you had any balls, you could have had a Chinese teacher, female teacher.
I'll tell you why, because the one change is having us talk about it right now. The one change will have people go watch this to see how this dude does. Because if his acting is amazing, it will trump whatever we thought, realistically.
But here's the thing. What if his acting isn't?
Then they fucked up. Then people will shit on this.
Here's the other thing. If the idea was to make this a PR thing, have people talk about it, do you need to? Harry Potter is so big, you don't need to do that.
This is true. This is absolutely true.
The audiobooks that just came out, they're not even done all of them out yet. It is one of the highest selling audiobooks in the, what do you call it? in Audible. It's one of the highest selling ones, and I've bought them all so far, and I love them.
Fun fact: I don't know if you know this, but the girl who plays Hermione actually voices Hermione in the audiobooks.
I do know that. Yeah,
yeah.
That's why I said
they were like, you know what, this makes sense. Just come play the part.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the thing, that makes sense in a way that makes sense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we've already got you as a voice. People already like you in the audiobooks. Let's just put you in here.
Yeah.
As long as you can act, which they probably did some test screening to make sure that she can act, right? Obviously. But the fact is that they put this guy in there. And like I said, I have nothing against this guy. I don't even know this guy. And I wish him well in his future in acting. Here's the thing. They came to him and said, listen, here's going to be a couple of $1 million for the next 5 to 7 years of your career. Do you want it or not? And if I'm in his shoes, I'm going, wait a minute, I'm going to get millions of dollars, and I just starting off my career, and I'm going to have a steady.
I don't think he's going to get millions of dollars. They're probably going to start him in the hundreds of thousands, and then if he does well, they'll bump him up.
Well, this is supposed to go on for 10 years.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. They're like, he's not that well known.
No, but he's going to make millions of dollars by the time this is all done.
Oh yeah, I mean, down the road he will, but not right now.
But he's going to have a steady income for the next decade.
Yeah, he will, for sure.
And then not to mention the residuals afterwards as well.
Yeah. I also feel like he's too young to be playing Snape.
Well, that's neither here or there. But what I'm saying here is what I'm really trying to say is, if I'm him in his position, I'm taking that money every day of the week. I'm taking that million. I'm taking that guaranteed money for the next decade. But what I have a problem with is he went online and said people are giving him death threats, being racist towards him, and all that other stuff. Now, I don't condone any of that, and I think anyone who does that is despicable, pathetic.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
But here's what I have to say to Papa. What do you think was going to happen? What do you think was going to happen when you took that check and you knew what you're signing up for? You knew that you're going to stick out as a sore thumb in front of this whole cast.
It's definitely ego.
You knew what you're going to have to deal with. It's the same situation with, remember in Star Wars Obi-Wan, where you had the sister.
Oh, yeah.
Who refused to.
I think what he probably thought that it was going to be an accepting thing, but the fans are just too diehard, man. Like, and not just that, but like the source of the books explains what Snape looks like. And it's like, you're just trying to be, not only are you trying to think it's going to be accepting, but I also feel like you're trying to do this whole bold, brave thing that like, I'm going to change the boundary. Like, this is ego that's talking.
But here's the other thing. We just talked about it when we showed the picture of him. He could have went to the studio and said, guys, I should not have dreadlocks. I should have long hair like him. Straighten my freaking hair out. Or put a wig on me. 2, why the hell am I wearing a tracksuit?
I'm a pimp named Slickback, bro.
What next? Am I going to get gold chains and a walking stick? Going to be a pimp at Hogwarts?
It's going to be crazy.
It's the whole, like, this whole guilt victim thing now. He's playing this victim card, which has been done by these
a lot of them.
Yeah, Riva's done it because here people are mad at her because all the other characters from her group all were white paint or white covering
and wore the weird ass helmets.
Yeah. But she either refused or they refused because she's black and it'll be a racist thing to paint white on her face.
Well, not just that, but it was supposed to be about Obi-Wan and became the Riva show. So, like,
here's the thing, though.
It was a major bait and switch.
You took this stupid job, obviously. You knew what was going to entail, and you have a problem, or the studio has a problem with painting you an alien?
Yeah.
You're not even human. Why does it matter? So, and then you had Ian McGregor get in his car and talk about people being racist and bigot and all that stuff, as if you can't read the room.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't condone it. I'm sure you don't condone any of those racist and all that's talk. We think when there are people obviously in the internet that go overboard. We get that. And it's not it should not be tolerable at all to anybody. No one should be doing that, period. End of
Yep.
discussion. But you knew this is gonna happen. And a lot of these people probably genuinely are upset at him for taking the role without saying all the other stuff.
Oh yeah, big time.
But they're not gonna say that. They're gonna lump it all into one thing and say it's all racist and death threats.
Yeah.
And if I'm a Harry Potter fan, I would be like, "What the hell is this? Why try to make all the other actors similar to the past actors in terms of how they look,
And then you change the one dude,
and you change the one guy in there?
Yeah.
What are you doing?"
They even said before they started even casting, they were like, "We're gonna have a truthful, stay true adaptation to the Harry Potter books," and no, yeah, you definitely did not, man. Definitely did not.
Like, well, J.K. Rowling's approved it. What do you think she's gonna say? I don't want a black person in my movies or
right?
TV show? What do you? She's not gonna do that.
No.
Especially,
I mean, she could have said no, like stay true to my books, you know.
And then what happened was Warner Brothers like, "Do you want the millions or not?"
Yeah. But then you know what? Actually, people would then just say, "Oh no, you're racist because you don't think a black person can play that." It's
a double-edged.
It's so messy, man. It's so messy. Like, yeah, there is no way for her to win, realistically.
Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Which is really sad. Like,
yeah, she was probably put in a position where, like, hey, here's the money, pile of money, and here's angry mob of people that are going to call you're a racist for the rest of your life. Which one do you want?
Yep. Yeah, that's gross, man.
Taz said JK said she didn't have a say in the cast for the TV show months ago. Well, there you have it. I'll look it up, but that, I mean, I know Tav's a good guy, stand-up guy. I don't think he's gonna make things up. But I mean, it's just crazy. Warner Brothers has got to be one of the dumbest studio on planet Earth. They were so close because when I saw this trailer, I was like, "Oh,
the trailer's actually really good."
And the kid who plays Harry looks the part. Does a great job. And you know what's exciting about this TV show, and it can still be a good show. We're gonna have to stomach the Snape part. It's gonna flush out more of the book than the movies could ever do, because we're gonna have more time to go into deeper of the story.
Well, I'm trying to find what J.K. Rowling's saying. She's saying, "I don't have the power to sack an actor from the series, and I wouldn't exercise it if I did. I don't believe in taking away people's jobs or livelihoods because they hold legally protected beliefs that differ from mine."
That's her PR people saying,
"Yeah,
just shut up and take the money."
Yeah.
Because she's already been in hot water for saying what she believes in, which is wrong, by the way. If she believes in, two genders, then she has a right to believe in two genders. She's not trying to, murder somebody. That's her belief.
True.
That's a belief of millions of people around the world, if not billions. I feel like this whole society is like either you're left or you're right, and that's it. You can't be in the middle. You cannot have logical discussions. You can't have differences of opinion. It's either you agree with us or you don't. And if you don't agree with us, you're an enemy of the state. It's crazy. World's gone bonkers. And people on the outside look at this and they say, it's a TV show. Why are you getting all upset? And I look at it from their point of view. I'm like,
it's a fair point.
Sometimes you do make sense, but here's the thing though. When I ask them, what are you passionate about? And they say they're passionate about something. I don't know. Sometimes they'll say sports. Usually it's generally sports, right?
Right.
I said, okay, what if your sports team did something that pisses you off? They're like, they do it all the time. And I'm, do you get pissed off? Yeah. I'll go, there you go then. Here it is. This is somebody else's passion. And when you do something to piss them off, they're going to tell you about it.
That's true. They will.
They were so close at the finishing line with this thing, and they fumbled it so hard at the 1 yard line. If you want to throw sports as an analogy, which I did with somebody who asked me, "Why are you upset with this guy playing it?" Right, and I said to him, "Imagine your team at the 1 yard line, and they know that they can just do it this way and punch it in, but they decide to throw the ball."
Marshawn Lynch, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, there you go. There you go. They're like, we have a guaranteed chance here.
Yep.
But what if we did this instead? They won't see it coming. Neither will we.
Yeah.
That is it for today, folks.
What a show. So many things.
So many things to do. We're going to have a great show on Tuesday as well. Facts will be delivered.
I'll tune in for that one. I'm so curious.
Tune in for that for sure. We're going to have a fun show, though. We're going to talk about other things beside that. That's just going to be a little snippet, 5 minutes or less, and then move on because there's so many cool things to talk about, announcements of action figures. We'll be back next week to talk about more topics. We didn't even get to One Piece.
No, well, we'll have to do it. We'll have to do it next week.
We'll definitely have to focus on One Piece, and by then, hopefully, everyone's watched it that watches our show, so we're not ruining it for anybody. But if you haven't watched One Piece season, was it 2? Yeah, season 2. Go check it out. It's a really good show on Netflix. Even if you don't know nothing about One Piece, go watch season 1 and season 2.
It'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's a really fun show, and the pacing is good. The character developments are great for all characters. There's no agenda. There's none of that nonsense. It's just a good, fun show.
I know, Ghost. I know, Ghost. I know. Don't worry. I know.
So, is it anime?
It's a thing in an anime called Fire Force.
All right, that's all the time we have, folks. We don't talk about Fire Force, any of that stuff here.
Let it guess.
All right, everybody. Take care. See you next week. Bye-bye.